Good morning, it's Breathe the Blue Imp here, Game of the Baby, and today we're playing Minecraft. I'm in the hold on, I adjust myself a chair. I'm a skirt. Alright. What was it? We're in the playing with family world. Oh, okay. Lost my train of thought. It has been a few days since I played, and you may or may not have noticed I did a little bit of work off camera. Yeah, I decided we're gonna have to start growing this off camera because it's taking too long. So during nap time, I've been playing with the controller, which is very, very slow going. But hey, we are making it. Look at this height. This is a lot of height. Wow. Also, I have the air conditioner on. I'm hoping it doesn't interfere with the recording too much. So there's that, because it's way too hot to not have the air conditioner on. All right, let's start on the next floor. Okay. All right. Next floor. Where are the... Oh, steps are that way. Okay, I'm trying to keep the steps on one side because you see on the other floors that the stairs are all over the place. But we're trying to keep them in one section. Oh wait, I should break this. Yeah. Gonna need to carry this to the next floor. Thank ye. Do I have it? I have it. Let's go. Next floor. Next floor. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, looks pretty cool from the ground. Oh yeah, and we did some manicuring on the... I'm about to fall out this tree and die. But look at this. Look at it. It's beautiful. Alright, let's go. Before I accidentally perish horrendously. But yeah, I'm going to cover that whole first floor with whatever those are called. I can't remember. Lantern, some kind of sea lantern, I think. Because when you're on the first floor, that's the second floor. When you're on the first floor and you look up, it kind of looks like you're looking at the sky through the petals. So we're almost at cloud level. Oh, I'm excited. Alright, so we're going to make the stairs go this way. Yeah, why not? Alright, let us build upon the measurements and whatnot. Oh, that's not right. Hold on. I need to break that. Yep, okay. That's what we need to do. Okay. Alright, let's see. What did we do today? We went to the library so Bobby could do her fun and dancing, whatever else they do at the library. Then we went to the buffet. That's probably gonna be the last time we eat out for a while because, she was very, not with it. Normally she's super duper well behaved, sits and eats, but nah, she wanted to climb, she wanted to scream, she wanted to shout. I was getting my food while her husband was sitting with her, and, I just hear, like, this shout from the distance, and I was like, that's not my child, is it? That's not my baby. Then I come back to the table, and it definitely was her. So we ate as fast as we could, pretty much, and didn't want to stay too long because I'm not the type of person that's just gonna be like, it's a child, you just gotta deal with it because she's my child, not the world's child. Obviously, if a kid's like at a play place and someone's expecting them to be quiet, that's insane. Go read a book or something. Go leave the kid alone. If they're at a kid place and you're complaining the kid is too loud, but you know, in a place where it's a mix and it's not just designated for children, I need to break that. Then yeah, if it's a place designated for kids, expect them to be loud and let them be loud. Now if it's a place not designated for kids, then you know, try to keep your kid quiet as much as you can. At least that's what I feel, so I try my best to keep her, you know, quiet and entertained, keep, you know, giving her things without, like, just turning her into an iPad baby and giving her the iPad, because I'm not doing that. Alright, how do I crouch? There we go. Alright, inch closer. Yeah, so when we realized, okay, she's not settling down, we went ahead and ate up all her foods and then packed up and left. We paid, of course. Of course we paid. But, yeah. That I feel like you should do as a responsible parent. But also I feel like some people, when you're at a place that does allow kids and whatnot, you shouldn't, especially if it's more casual dining, you shouldn't expect the kid to be completely silent. It's okay, it's one thing if they're screeching, just to screech, then yeah, parents, you know, try to quiet down the kid, or you might just need to pack up your food and leave early. No offense. I mean, I also have kids, so I get it. But, like, at the same time, other people have also paid to be out here and have this experience. So, you know, don't. If you're trying, then yes. That, I'm glad you're trying. But I've seen parents that just sit back and tune their child out and be like, well, doesn't bother us. Shouldn't bother the other patrons. That's unfair. That's uncalled for. No, but the parents that are genuinely trying and the kid is just not being reasonable, then I get it. It's rough. It's rough being a parent, especially with people having all their judgments on how you should raise your kid or how the child should behave. And I guess I'm one of them because I'm saying that. But I mean, If the parents are trying their best, then I get it. That's fine, you know, if the kid's being loud and they're just being unreasonable. The parent tried, is actively trying. Usually parents that are actively trying will also leave sooner when they realize their kid is just not having it. But the ones that just completely don't try, and we're like, well, they're just a kid, y'all have to deal with it. No, we don't. Don't pass that on to us as your crotch goblin. You deal with it. Speaking of, my friend's been I wouldn't really say complaining, but there's a child at the library that keeps shoving her kid, like shoving, and I actually finally witnessed, because she said it's been happening for a minute now. I saw it happen, and okay, so her kid is you know, he's this little guy. Well, I mean, the kid that's shoving him is way bigger than he is, so they don't need to be doing that. But anyway, that kid's parent will just call, I don't know their name, so I'm just gonna make up names. Molly is shoving Jimbo. That's not my friend's kid's name, but that's what we're gonna use. Molly is shoving Jimbo, and Jimbo's being a pretty cool sport about it. Just looks startled and a little bit hurt, but you know, dusts himself back off and then gets up and all that, and everything's okay. But anyways, my friend is like, okay, Molly's parent is not doing anything. They see it happen and just look away, or they're conveniently not there whenever that happens. And so my friend's wondering, are they allowed to say something? Their kid is being shoved actively, and it's not in a playful way at all. You could tell when it's not playful. And she's wondering, is it okay if she says something? And I'm like, 100% yes. If the other parent is not going to take action and your child is possibly going to be hurt from this, then by all means, say something to the kid that's not behaving. And just like, well, are you sure? It's like, as long as you're not screeching in the other kid's face, as you're not like screaming in Molly's face that they're being a shit child and shove the fuck off. Yeah, it's like that. As long as you're not being unhinged about it, I was like, it's totally reasonable for you to firmly, after the kid shoves your child, to firmly tell the kid, no, we don't do that. That is not nice. So, yeah, so she was still like unsure about it. I'm like, I was like, ooh, let that girl try something with my child. Again, I'm not gonna yell at her, but I do have a very firm voice when it need be, because ooh, just try to mess with my baby, okay? I will not do a lot to defend myself. If someone is being rude or mean to me, I'm just like, it's not that big a deal, and I'll just like kind of not care about it. But like my loved ones, like my husband, or woo, but I know my husband has all the words for himself. Ooh, he's got comebacks, so he's good. But my child, someone hurting my baby's feelings, But anyways, so I witnessed, again, Molly is not the kid's actual name. I actually don't know the kid's name, so I'm just, again, we're calling them Molly, but their privacy is still protected. Anyways, I saw it happen today. Molly shoved Jimbo, like, so hard, like, both hands. Okay, you know the... Have any of you guys seen Maze Runner? That scene where the guy shoves the other guy, the one who kept calling the main character Dylan O'Brien Greenie. That shove from the Maze Runner commercial. It was like that. It was like bam. It was like, oh my gosh. And my friend's like, no, don't do that. And I was like, She didn't have oomph in her voice. I was like, you need. So instead of saying you need to have oomph in her voice, I put the oomph in my voice. When the girl Molly shoved my friend's kid, I said, no, we don't do that. I was like, we do not shove people. And she just looked at me like, oh my God, is this stranger talking to me in that voice? She looks so shocked and maybe a little bit traumatized. Not traumatized, but it's a totally different thing when a complete stranger scolds you. You're just, as a kid, you're like, oh my God, why are they talking to me? Why are they? Yeah, so the look on her face when I was like, no, we don't shove people. And she's still looking at me. I was like, do you need to sit down? She looks at me. I was like, do you need to sit down? And then she went and sat down, started drawing very quietly. So I was like, okay, there we go. So yeah, it's like, you don't have to yell, but you do need to adjust your tone to sound more firm, and so they know you're serious. Again, like, the serious is in you're not going to do anything. But kids hear specific tones and they respond to them. This the point of being able to shift the tone in your voice. It's kind of like when a kitten isn't behaving, they hiss. Sometimes they smack them too, but I don't smack kids. That's just, no, don't do that. We have words, animals don't. That's how animals learn. We are not animals. We don't need to smack our children. But anyways, that's a totally different rant. But yeah, like a cat, will hiss at their kitten if it's misbehaving. A dog will bark sharply at their puppy if they're misbehaving. And then they have their kinder sounds. But as humans, we could do the firm voice. The mom, or it's not even the mom voice. My husband calls it like the command tone or something like that. But yeah, I call it the firm voice. It's like, just get firm. Make that tone serious, let them know, and also give them the eye contact. You guys could see the eyes I gave her. She's just like, okay. And then like a little bit later, Molly tried to like snatch a tub of toys from my daughter, and she looked up and she saw me looking at her with the the firm eyes, like, try it. You better put that down. I didn't say anything. I just gave her a look, and then she stopped what she was doing, which was basically trying to snatch toys from the kids. She stopped and then just kind of walked away. I was like, okay, good. I was like, see, you don't need to say something. If you're firm the first time with your words, then you could just give them a look, and they know they shouldn't do that. Because, I mean, their parent clearly wasn't going to do it. So I'm like, I'm not about to let my daughter not have a good time somewhere because someone else will not talk to their kid the way they need to talk to them. No, my daughter would continue having a fun time. It's different if my daughter was the one being antagonizing, but no, she's just minding her business and playing locks and climbing on the little kid tables, which she shouldn't have been climbing on. I had to tell her to stop doing that. But yeah, no, I'm not going to let a space not be fun for my kid because someone else's kid won't behave. I'm like, nah. Yeah, so hopefully my friend will start being firmer and use her firm voice on that other person's kid, because I'm like, the other parent's clearly not going to do anything. So it falls to us by default because they are harming our kids. You gotta protect your babies, you know? And like, I will rather protect my kid over someone else's kid. That sounds bad, but I mean, by not being firm to Molly, it means you're sparing her feelings over your own child being shoved, and Molly's doing something not nice. It's not like Molly's just sitting there and you're screaming at him. That's totally different. Don't do that. Why would you do that, child? What was it, an accident? She steps on her plate and blueberries went everywhere. Okay, hopefully nothing. Actually, there is a chance this phantom shows up, so I'm gonna get in a little bit more cover, and hopefully you can't get me from here. Okay, cool. Alright, I need to hold on. I gotta clean up a bunch of blueberries all over the floor. Hopefully I don't run over any of my chair. Hold on, baby, hold on. Do you want to help mommy clean this up, or you're gonna watch me? You just gonna watch? Okay. She's not even watching me. She's just watching her shows as I pick up all her food off the floor. That's fine. For now, I guess. And my boobs are falling out of my shirt. No. Curse the low neck tank tops. They're not meant for big titties. Okay. Okay, cool. It's cleaned up. We're all good. Also, if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm back. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the year's over, and as of me recording this, we're up to 770. We're so close. I never thought we would get this many in the army. This is so cool. The imp army is growing. I'm gonna need to come up with some merch at some point because I really want to do imp keychain swords. That would be so cool. That would be so fun. I feel like that'd be I feel like that'd definitely be like a fun little thing, but I don't know if I want them to be metal or plastic. I feel like metal would be good. Maybe I should do both. The starting one should probably be plastic because I feel like that'd be more affordable for my broke butt cheeks. But yeah, let me know. Do you guys want imp sword keychains? And should we make it out of plastic or metal? Or should we do like resin? That is, oh, my clippers. That is also an option. We could do resin ones. That would also be cool. But I think resin has to be poured in layers. I don't know. Maybe I can do it myself, but at the same time, I wonder if I could commission that out, because a husband said the resin has to be poured in layers, and I'm just like, it sounds like a long process, or it doesn't like set properly. I don't know, if I do like a layered A, it should be fine. Wait, how long does the one layer take to dry? I don't know. Resin also seems like a bit riskier. I wonder if there's like a, because I would kind of want to make them each individually myself, but I gotta figure out what I want to make them out of. I could also do clay. Would you guys be interested in a clay keychain? I mean, I can make those look pretty cool with like paint and all that, and I would make it like have a metal wireframe. That way it doesn't like crack and crumble and fall apart, because, you know, clay is a little bit more fragile. I don't know, let me know. What should we make the imp army keychains out of? Because I feel like a keychain would be really fun. I mean, obviously we'll do the sweaters and all that other stuff maybe at some point, but I don't know. I like, because I keep saying that join the imp army, you get a sword. Now I actually want to make swords as like the merch. That would be cool. But yeah, protect your kids. Protect your kids. If another kid is being a brat, then and the parent is doing jack shit about it, then it is on you to protect your baby and tell the other child no. Again, as long as you're not doing anything insane, there's absolutely nothing wrong with defending your child by telling another kid that, again, is being a brat no. Yeah, so no, I had no problem getting a firm tone with that girl, because I'm like, I saw that shove. That was maybe not fully malicious, but it was not playful at all. Body language, you could tell, you'd have to see it in person, but it was definitely not being playful, because they have that look in their eyes when they're testing a boundary. If you've been around kids and you see them test a boundary, there's a look in their eyes. It's not playful. It's studying, I guess, would be the best way. They're trying to see, can I do this, and is there a consequence if I do this? And you need to teach them that certain things, yes, there's a consequence. Do not do that. I see it in Bobby's eyes, and again, it's not malicious, but it's not playful. They get a very specific look in their eyes when they're testing a boundary that they kind of know they shouldn't really be testing. And then they kind of look around after the fact to see, okay, did this get a reaction? They're looking around for, they're still figuring the world out, which is why I wasn't mad at the girl. I was just firm, because I wanted her to know that's not an okay thing to do. And I feel like because no one is telling her no, she doesn't know it's not an okay thing. She can't, in some part of her, I feel like, oh gosh, I'm waiting for the day for a leaf to vanish and I just fall at my desk, because that's going to happen. These ladies just kind of poof away. But anyway, I feel like she definitely knows it's definitely not the right thing to do, but I don't think she's aware how mean it is. You know, again, they're kids. Testing boundaries, learning things, that's what they do. But yeah, because I feel like that look around isn't the, hey, look what I did. It's just like, did anyone see me do that? This is a difference. There's a difference. I know it may not sound like there's a difference, but there is a difference. So yeah, if my friend is, you know, unsure about saying anything and the other mom's not going to say something, if I'm there, I'm going to say something. And I don't care if the mom says, don't take that tone with my daughter. Ooh, I have comebacks ready for if she says, don't take that tone with my daughter. And I was like, I wouldn't have to if you did. Oh, you're going to be starting fights in the mommy club. We probably won't be starting fights, but I will say, I was like, I wouldn't have to if you watched her or if you took that tone with her yourself. You're not. So I have to say something to protect my baby. Although I don't think she's going to try anything. I don't think Molly's going to try anything with my daughter again after she saw that I will correct her. So that's good. But hopefully she also stops bothering Jimbo. Again, not his real name. That was the only thing I could think of. But anyway, hopefully she stops bothering Jimbo after I also said something. Because she barely looked at my friend, and my friend said no. Because, again, she was still using the soft voice. It's like, no. If this is like the 5th time this girl has shoved your child, by all means, you can get the firm tone. Because if you keep doing the soft tone, she's going to be like, okay, I can keep doing this. Because no one has actually bothered by it. It's like, no. You need to let them know. Because otherwise they think it's okay. This is how kids learn. They learn through us telling them what is right and what is wrong and what's okay. Why am I so passionate about this? I don't know. I can't stand the parents are just bystanders of the kids just being misbehaving and their excuses. Oh, they're just kids. Oh, they didn't get hurt. I was like, feelings were hurt. Sure, he wasn't physically injured, but Jimbo, you can see the look on his little cherub face. See, he's so adorable. Anyways, you can see the look on his face like, what? You know, that shocked, like they're not understanding why that happened. Like, what did they do? Why? And I'm like, you did nothing wrong, my child. He's not my child, but yeah, no, I was like, no, you didn't do anything wrong, buddy. It's on her. She needs to knock it the fuck off. Excuse my language. But yeah, no, I'm hoping, at this point, I'm kind of hoping she tries something more with Bobby than just, you know, about to snatch her blocks, because the Molly needs a talking to, and I only feel justified doing it if Molly says something to my kid or my friend's kid. I have another friend who would have no problem telling Molly off, telling Molly off, but I feel like Molly probably knows that, so she doesn't target her kids. She doesn't target the other friend's kids. She's targeting the one that she's gotten away with multiple times, so she knows this one is okay to shove. So that's how I also know she knows she's doing something wrong. Maybe not even that deep down, but some part of her is aware what she's doing is wrong, which is why she's picking her targets. If they were just doing it to everyone, then they're just completely oblivious. I've seen some kids like that. They just be pushing everyone because they think it's fun. They're like, wah, running around, just unhinged, way too much energy. That's different. That's when you're like, hey, calm down, all right? We don't push people. You can use a lighter tone with them because they're just so excited they don't know what to do with themselves. That's okay. You just got to give them little minor corrections, and then they'll be all right. But the ones that are picking specific targets that they know won't push back, won't fight back, won't yell back, they know they're doing something wrong. That's not oh, they're just a kid. I'm like, no. They're picking the quiet kids. They're picking the quiet parents. They are picking targets. I guess it just bothers me when people just use the excuse, oh, kids are just being kids. No! That's not kid just being a kid. That's the kid being a bully. If you're gonna be the parent, you better fucking do something, or I will. I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't like to see that. That just because you don't feel like being a parent, my child has to pay for you not stepping up. I think that's what bothers me. This topic was not supposed to just get me this. When did she get on the bed? Oh my gosh. Anyway, I wasn't expecting this topic to get me this charge, but yeah, no, that very much bothers me. No. I shouldn't have to step up because of your lack of parenting. And I saw the parent. Again, they were either on their phone or they would just walk away. Like, this isn't a daycare. This is the library. You're supposed to be sitting with your child and monitoring them. Don't just like walk off because they're like, oh, there's other parents. And I'm like, no. Maybe if you're just using the bathroom, but no, they wandered off to like look at something because they made like a comment of the thing they looked at when they got back. I'm like, convenient that you left right as the kid acted up and then came back as soon as they were done. It's almost like you saw it happen and didn't want to say anything. And then my friend was worried that the Molly might be on the spectrum because whenever they're told like no, they flip out. And I'm like, well, I mean, I have no actual proof whether or not they're on the spectrum, and even if they are like on the spectrum, even like a little bit, that's still not an excuse. As like, they strike me more because I have a family member who's on the spectrum, multiple family members actually. I'm not going to say where in relations to particular privacy a little bit, but yeah, no, you can still learn not to be mean to people. And also, I'm like, if Molly is on the spectrum, which I don't think she is, like, not even slightly. But anyway, if she is, then that parent should be even more hands-on because they need extra guidance, not less guidance. Like, no, they really need to be told. Then I don't mean like be meaner to them, but be more what's the word I'm looking for? Reinforcing. You know, repeat the message, because that's kind of what they need for it to click. But yeah, I don't think she's on the spectrum at all. I've seen how she acts, and I'm like, no, you just strike me more as being the brat, because no one's really telling you no. So you just kind of keep doing the same things. Yeah. But yeah, no, I will not let another child steal the joy and enjoyment of a place or a thing from my kid just because the other parent doesn't want to step up and be a parent. Okay, I think that's what I wanted to say. I got very heated about that. Dang, it's been a minute since I've had a heated topic. I feel like sometimes that's why I need to take several days off from recording. Because, I mean, I've still been playing. As you can see, I've definitely built this up since the last time we've been recording. I mean, look at that. Boy. Anyways, I feel like I need a break so I can get back to have, like, not recording every single day helps me build an actual topic of something that I want to discuss and get off my chest, versus when I record every day, slowly the commentary just gets only game related instead of like real life related. I like having it real life related. It's fun. It gives me like a good topic for the what's that? Look at how the pedals blowing through the air. It gives me like a good topic for the video, a good title for the video, and just lets me formulate extra thoughts that I didn't realize were being kind of stashed up everywhere. Okay. Were all these holes here before? I feel like these are new. Oh, husband the other day was watching me build. Actually, we were kind of out of time on this video. But anyway, husband the other day was watching me build this, and he was like, I don't remember the leaves being this annoying. I was like, they're not. They're only this annoying when you're building on top of a living tree. When you're just building the leaves from scratch, they don't do that blink away thing. this is really annoying to deal with because sometimes I think it clicked and it didn't click and I already move away. I'm just like, ah. But anyways, yeah, so yeah, see, no, building on living leaves is a pain in the butt. So, because you know he's also building a tree very differently. I love the complete different way we're building trees. I feel like that's fun. I'm pretty sure Skippy is also building a tree, and his is also completely different from how we're building ours, which is cool. It's kind of cool to see all these different trees from different minds, different minded trees. I like it. But anyways, he was worried about putting the leaves down in his thing if it's gonna do that. I'm like, no, it's not. You don't need to worry. It's only doing it because I'm building on top of a living tree, so the leaves are a little bit wonky. There we go. Okay, cool. She's still watching her show, so we are good for a little bit longer. Come on now. I'm trying to make it get wider because I was tapering it off. And then I looked from the ground and I really hated slightly tapered look. So let's get it. I want it to like, you can't see my hands, but I'm doing like a mushroom shape. I wanted a mushroom shaped tree and I was going to do branches, but we're probably not going to do branches after dealing with all this bull honky. Okay, none of those wanted to click. But yeah, let's do this. What is this? I don't know. We built a nook. Between the lions. Come on. None of these are clicking. Please click. Come in. Begin. The world awaits. Between the lions. Okay. Seriously, if you guys haven't watched Between the Lions, you know, lion like the animal, watch it. It's fun. It's cute. It teaches pronunciation. I mean, if anyone has kids, it teaches pronunciation. I've only been able to find it on YouTube, and it says I can buy it on Amazon digital. I'm like, fork that. I'm not buying it digitally because if you lose the licensing, I lose my stuff and I don't get my money back, which feels kind of illegal. I feel like they have to give your money back or something. But anyways, or at least let you download it so that if they do lose it, you still have it. It's some bull honky. I mean, I guess I could also, like, screen record the whole thing, but I don't know. I don't want to do that. So anyways, yeah, maybe I can find it on VHS, is what I realized. Because I kind of forgot how old I am and how old the show is. So maybe it's on VHS somewhere, and I'll be able to acquire it that way. Or maybe it's... Actually, I didn't even see if there's a DVD version. I've been going on way too long. Okay, it looks like it's gonna be dark out soon, and oh my gracious, where are my torches? I can't have stuff flying in here! No, I already had a creeper pop up here and it blew up because the sun's going down. Okay, anyway, it looks like torches! That's all the time we have for today. I want to thank everyone so much for watching. Remember to share this video with everyone you know, love, and hate. Did this grow? They've been there. And share this video with everyone you know, love, and hate. Wash those bubblicious, beautiful, bountiful butt cheeks, and we will see you now in the next one. Love you, smooches. Mwah. 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 Okay, bye-bye now. I gotta get these torches up and going.